Hey buddy, it's your day. Oh, this is gonna be fun, fun, fun. Miss Bale, what do you think, Delula? Woo! Where's Miss Lovey? There she is. All right, Mama. It's gonna be all right, Mama. It's gonna be all right. Having a bull calf will absolutely wear you out. They are strong. Oh my gosh. So strong. All right, guys, so here's the official deal. There's so much going on. We are starting to move this week to the new farm. So the weather has finally broke. So we are trying so hard to catch up on everything that, you put off because of bad weather, flooding weather. So we're happy to have some sunshine today. And I'm waiting on a new baby or 2 or 3. We don't know. What is Miss Piper doing? So do you remember those final days of being pregnant, ladies, and it was like you felt any moment you were going to go in labor, and at any moment everybody thought because you ate 12 burrito supremes from Taco Bell, you were probably going into labor? That's where we are with Piper. I slept in the barn last night, was out there a lot, and very tired. It was down to 19 degrees. I've done it before, not complaining about it, but there's no babies and she's still doing the same thing. So here we are waiting on a woman. And I know why I'm absolutely just on top of this like I am. And I don't know if I talked a whole lot about it, but I'm gonna tell you today. So here's what happened. We had our newer set of triplets who were about a year old, and we figured they might be bred. Didn't have a timeline on anything, but back in November, evidence that they were bred became very obvious. Well, by the signs of these new girls looking bred, I thought, isn't that funny? We're gonna have babies, maybe Christmas babies. I even put a post on Facebook joking about it. Well, by the end of the day, I came back out and was checking on them and looking, and you had a little bit of bag filling up, and wow, I told my husband, I said, it's the first week of November. I bet we'll have babies by Thanksgiving. Didn't think anything else about it. Why would I? It wasn't obvious. Well, here's what happened. The weather was dry, but the weather got cold. But I thought that it was okay to leave all of my goats out in the field. They have a great shed, lots of straw. They have each other. I still have time. What's the big deal? Where's the beef? So that's what we did. However, the first Friday of November, we dropped down to 24 degrees. That's pretty cold, especially on this mountaintop with the way that the wind blows. The wind sweeps through this bluff and is so icy cold. We came out that morning, which was a Friday morning, the first Friday in November. Not a problem. Everything was great. My husband was the first to come out and do work that morning. He came all the way down here, right here. We fed Moses, we fed everybody in the field, we checked everybody. No problem, none whatsoever. So I started working the barn. He finished the field. He went inside. We had things to do that day. I went inside, drank a cup of coffee, and something told me to come back out. I came back out. It was about an hour or so later, and I just happened to walk by the fence. And I looked down here from the top of the house, and I thought, what am I seeing? So lo and behold, I ran through the field. I came down to the bottom of the field to see what was I seeing in the field. Was it a chicken? What had happened? It was 3 baby goats, and they hadn't made it. Right over here where my husband had been about an hour and a half prior was where she had given birth to triplets. They were still encased in the sack. She was crying. She had not tended to them, and they were gone. Then I heard more noise. I looked up, and I looked over into this shed right over here next to this one, and I saw Miss Fauna right inside looking down. I ran over, and she had just delivered 2 more babies. In one morning, in less than 1 to 2 hours after we had already worked the farm, right where we had been, we found 5 goat kids. Now, I'm going to show you the picture just so you know that I'm never making stuff up. not looking for drama or trauma. Did not see any signs of stress, did not see any signs of deformities, but all I could tell was that these new mothers did not know how to handle this situation. I firmly believe the cold weather and the pressure change threw them into labor. And guess what we had to do that night? We had to bury 5 new goat babies. This lifestyle is great. This lifestyle is beautiful, but it is brutal when it comes to teaching life lessons. And what I've learned is, and what I learned then, and frankly, I would have already probably had on my own thought within a few days to start putting them up. I like to put my bred mamas when I know they're getting to the end and I know we're getting close. I like to put them up in a stall, a warm stall, fresh bedding, straw. We can keep an eye on them. This all happened in literally less than 48 hours. So we knew they were bred. Wasn't any major signs on any of them, but yet, look what happened. So the point of this video is to absolutely put the girls up immediately. If you're having cold weather, rainy weather, distressful weather, regardless of how long you think you have, put them up. So clearly the past 2 weeks, the weather has been awful. And we know that Piper's bred, and we know that she's due any day. So I've put her up. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. Here's what did happen to give you a positive end to the story. The next 2 mamas that I knew that were bred, we actually had 4 bred. So when the first 2 gave birth that one morning, I immediately put all my mamas up. The next night, I got 3 new goat babies. All in the barn, all in fresh straw. The mamas were safe. They were not stressed. We knew we were there to help, and they all survived. It's a thing of timing. It's a thing of knowing, and it's a thing of experience. It's a thing of being a little bit traumatized, because that's how we learn. So we have little Mocha, yes, and we have right over here, look, Pearl, and right over here we have Mocha's sister Coco and Beauty. All babies made it just fine, didn't they? Yes, they did. So, Miss Piper's up. We're exhausted. But I just want you to know that you can never be too safe, and you can never think, you can't think too far ahead with these babies. The weather will get you. The rain, the cold, the wind, especially with baby goat kids, will get you. Right. But that's the beauty of this life, is the learning, the experience, the heartaches, and the celebrations. And especially trying to not get stuck in the mud. All right, guys, we'll keep you posted on Miss Piper. The changes on our farm the next couple of weeks are going to be completely crazy. Like, I don't even know how we're gonna do all this, y'all. I really don't. We're just gonna let the good Lord guide us. I do have a giveaway video coming up. Thanking you so much for my 100,000 subscriber goal and hit. It's gonna be awesome. We're well over that now. We've just gotten really busy. Moving is one thing. Moving a farm is completely another. We'll see you soon on the next video.